Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. Today, we're talking Sex in the City. We're breaking down Season 4, Episode 10, Belle of the Balls. Remember, this is the big Big versus Aiden fight, where Carrie has the balls, if you will, to invite Big to Aiden's country cabin. So I had so much fun breaking this down. We ended up talking for like an hour and a half. So this is the second part of the recap that I did with Jodie and Amanda from We Love to Hate Everything podcast. They're so much fun to record with. We really had a blast talking about all this stuff. Be sure to check out their podcast, We Love to Hate Everything. Let's get right back into the episode. We pick up, now remember, Samantha just went to Richard's office. She's trying to get she wants to be his PR person for his 5 hotels. So she's talking to him about that, and he's talking to her about not sure if he wants to do business with a woman. Ugh, Richard. So they talk about their crying stories at work, and I had to laugh because I'm just that person. I'm a crier. If I'm happy, I cry. If I'm sad, I cry. If I feel like things are weird, I'm probably going to cry about it. I can't help it. And I remember doing this at work, and even when I was in management, I'd be talking and the tears would
You're so angry.
You gotta cry.
Exactly. So angry, the tears would flow. And then right before I left, I was pregnant, and I mean, if the wind blew, I would just cry.
Right. It is true, though.
I got better at hiding it, but it's just, and I don't think, it's not because I'm a woman, it's just how I just have that personality where I'm very affected by things, and if people aren't happy, I'm not happy, and if I feel it, I get sad, and
Although, I don't know about this conversation, if they were comparing the same thing. I think it was kind of apples and oranges, because they were saying when women get upset, it's like, oh, we get emotional and we cry. But if a guy, I think they said, brings the hammer down or something, it's like, ooh, he's masculine. But it's kind of two different things.
Yeah, I do.
Because if a man at work started crying, I do think people would be like, whoa, what's going on with him? I think they would have the same reaction.
Sure. I think it'd be way worse, actually, if a guy started crying than if a woman started crying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about that. Yeah. She said they think of him as a pistol, but when women do it, she's emotional.
Do you see what I'm saying? I think it's two different things.
It's different. Yeah, I do.
I would say that it's a man as a pistol, but a woman
is a bitch.
Is a bitch.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's a hard ass.
That's
She's
true.
cold and ice queen.
That's
true.
Yeah.
Controlling.
True. I think you're right. But Charlotte tells a funny story where she cried once at the gallery in however many years, and they kept saying, "Ooh, don't make Charlotte cry." Ooh.
Yeah, but I mean, we know Charlotte. I'd feel that way too. I'd be like, okay, well, be careful with Charlotte, though.
Yeah.
Crying.
It's almost like, if you happen to wear, Amanda, I know this is you and your aviators, you happen to wear a red shirt one day, and then all of a sudden, now your nickname is Red Shirt, and you're like, I wore it one time, and now that's my nickname.
Right.
I threw it out.
Right. Right. Things just stick.
Oh my gosh. Yep, absolutely. Let's see, we go to Carrie at Aiden's country house. So this is a different Carrie, and what I mean is before his country house, she would never just sit and read a magazine. She was always just antsy, I hate it here. It's dark. There's squirrels. Ah!
Oh, jeez.
Don't get me started on screaming. How do you like the screaming, Amanda? I'm gonna need to know how you.
I think she has a funny scream. It's funny.
Oh God! I just related back to the "I'm tiny, I scream." It just.
I don't know. I think Sarah Jessica Parker is a very funny comedian.
Okay.
And I don't know. I think her scream is funny. I don't know.
I think it could be
She's
cute
annoying.
on someone else, but it's like a bee eating crackers sort of a thing. Where anything she does is just gonna be annoying just because she's doing it.
Yeah. Oh, you feel free to cuss, by the way. No. I just. No, you're good. But, I think you're right. I think that's exactly what it is. I'm annoyed with her in general, so I find it annoying. If it was Kim Cattrall, I'd probably find it endearing.
Right, right.
So, you're right. But she's looking at it in style. It's got Willow on the cover. Who calls but Big? So, he got the number off of her answering machine. So, she's left her outgoing message to say, call me at my boyfriend's country house.
I'm not home. Come and raid my closet worth of $2 million.
Right.
Exactly. So Willow broke it off with Big, never wants to see him again. Okay, we don't have to go through all this. In a nutshell, talk to me about this phone call. It's so annoying. She acts like, and Big does kind of invite himself, but she's a big girl. She can tell him, no.
And he's got to know that, too, that this is highly inappropriate.
Yeah.
I think anyone's normal reaction would be like, no, absolutely not. You're not coming to Aiden's cabin. Sorry.
She said it first, though. She goes, I'd invite you here, but it's so far out. So she threw it out there that it was even an option.
Right.
But then he's an idiot for thinking this is a good idea either. Would you want to do this if you were him?
No.
Exactly. Yeah, no. And he's so not the country person, you know?
And this is also really out of Big's character, this whole thing, anyway. This is not Big at all.
He's just whiny and annoying.
And she tells Aiden, well, he cornered me and I just couldn't get out of it.
I didn't
mean
to.
That's not what
I got
happened
trapped.
At all. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
No, you didn't.
Nothing is ever her fault. Exactly.
That's not what happened. You invited him, and then you gave him the address.
Mm-hmm.
And the directions. You're exactly right. It's
like, it's just going to be a quick talk, and then he's just going to go right back, and then he's going to go right back to New York City where he belongs. Well, then why is he coming up here for a quick talk? You couldn't do that over the phone?
Yeah, just talk over the phone then. But you also shouldn't be doing it.
Or how about go meet him at the vegetable stand. He's not coming to my house. He is not welcome here.
Yeah,
go meet him.
Absolutely. Right. But even that, it's too much, yeah.
He's got balls coming up here.
Fault. It just, exactly, yeah. Again, back to balls.
Well, I mean, that is true, though. Like, he does have a lot of balls going out there. That's insane.
How could you be friends with someone that's going to disrespect me like he's disrespecting me?
Like,
that's what you should say to Carrie.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If you care about me, you should see how disrespectful he's being to me in our relationship.
I mean, how would you guys react to this? Like, I would be like, no, this is 100% no. He's not coming. You need to figure out a way to make sure that this doesn't happen.
Yep.
You need to fix this.
It's me or him at this point.
Him and you can go. Like,
yeah, I'd be like, I don't want you here either.
Exactly.
Well, you obviously
this is a huge betrayal.
Yeah, you care more about his feelings than you care about mine. Like, you're fine if I'm upset and my feelings are hurt. You can't hurt his feelings, though, because he's heartbroken. Well, I am, too.
Exactly.
Because you slept with him.
Tough shit. Exactly. Yeah. Oh, no. His feelings are hurt. He's a grown man. He'll get over it. It's fine.
And Carrie worked so hard to get Aiden to forgive her, finally. And then... So now that he says, like, yes, I forgive you, okay, that doesn't mean that now you get to just do whatever you want.
But in Carrie's world, it does. That's such a good point. Exactly. It does. It's the craziest thing. It's the big mentality. Like, Aiden is now hers, so she doesn't have to work for it anymore, so she's not interested. So she's going to instead try to work toward Big, is how I thought about it.
Now, let me ask you guys this. What did you think of the situation when you first watched it?
I thought it was. I was always on Carrie's side. I never disliked Carrie for a second watching.
So you totally got it. You were like, oh, I mean, Aiden can get over it. It's fine.
I guess. I mean, I think probably even first time watching this, I was like, this is pretty bold.
Okay.
Like, I'm sure I thought that this was insane.
Okay.
That's it. I think that was mine too. I didn't hate Carrie the first million times I watched it, but I think even this, I thought, well, that's
like,
weird.
Ooh, that's risky. Okay.
Yeah. At his house, that's weird. Yeah. Okay. It's just wild. Let's see. So he's going to come up for an hour and talk, and then he'll go home. Yeah, right. He wants to get the jag out of the shop. Mm-hmm. Yikes. Aiden comes back with wood, and Carrie's already laid it on thick. Like, the phone rang. It was Batman. I invited him up, you know?
Yeah. Don't be mad at me.
Yes. Oh, that's not what happened. Let's see. So the movie star broke up with him. I had no choice. Before I knew it, I was giving him directions. Again, nothing's Carrie's fault. But, you know, this goes back to my hatred of Michael Patrick King. He's over this. He often says he sees himself as Carrie.
Right.
Always rates Carrie as the hero. And even here, where she's clearly in the wrong, he's writing it like, I couldn't help it. it's just like,
I'm such a good person. I just want to help everyone.
Exactly.
And even on the phone, but Big's like, well, when do you get back? And she's like, oh, Monday. And he's like, not till Monday? What? Do you guys see each other every day? How often are you seeing each other?
Absolutely. You can't go, a day and a half or whatever. It's already the weekend. You can't go.
Don't you have some work to do? Big important businessman.
He's like 45 years old. And also he's got to have at least a couple drinking buddies he can go get a scotch with or something, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
He has a brother. He has that brother that's in and just like that.
That's right. That Carrie has to inform. Yeah, he passed. Yeah. Wow. Amanda, this is going to blow your mind. So when I listen to, again, I keep going back to these commentaries, Michael Patrick King, do you know what he said recently that blew my mind and I had to share with everybody listening?
What?
That cardboard baby storyline of Charlotte's, he really did that to somebody. That was him. He got somebody a cardboard baby.
Well, he's a fucking monster. Which explains how he sees himself in Carrie. It all makes sense.
See, and that's why I call him Michael Patrick Dickhead every single time, because he's the dickhead. So.
Wait, hold on. A cardboard baby. You're going to have to give me a brief rundown.
So, Charlotte was struggling to get pregnant. So going forward, she's not able to, basically, and or it's very difficult. Trey basically says, well, let's shelve this whole thing. Let's be done. Let's not try for a baby anymore. Okay. And he thinks it's hilarious to bring her home. He's like, well, since we can't have a baby, here's a baby. I found it at the hospital. It's a cardboard baby.
What's a cardboard baby?
Like a life-size,
Yeah, like a
stand-up figure. Oh. Yeah, but it's like life-size. Yeah. It's like cardboard.
So color. She could say they have a baby.
What?
Yeah. So, somebody that's truly struggled with fertility and knowing that that's what she wants more than anything, he brings her a picture of a baby to say, look, we don't have to try anymore. We have a baby.
And what was her reaction?
I think they break up right after that.
Immediately, yeah. She takes it, sets it down, and says, don't look at me.
Ooh.
Well, that's actually a good episode, too. I forget what that must be the next episode, I almost feel, or the next couple, because Samantha's definitely with. Yeah, it is the good fight. Samantha's with Richard because I know they go to her house for a dinner party, and Trey comes in and she's like, "You weren't supposed to come in," and he's like, "Oh, I assume she told you about the baby," and Charlotte's like, "No, I don't ever want to talk about that baby again," and he's like, "Well, let me show you guys," and then he brings the baby out, and they're all like, "Oh," and then they get into a huge fight, and I know Samantha says "Oh, I have a date with Dick."
Yeah, that's the one on top of the roof. That's the same.
That's a great episode.
So when you say he did this in real life, he did this with his partner?
Now I can't remember. I don't remember if it's his partner, but I think it was a friend, he said. It's been a little while since
oh my God.
But a friend, I think.
Who was having trouble conceiving, so he bought her.
Somebody in his life, whether it was a partner or a friend, wanted a baby, it wasn't happening, got him a cardboard baby.
And it didn't go over well?
He doesn't say that. In his mind, he's hilarious. And that's what I kept thinking.
I hate this. I want to pull my skin off right now. This is so uncomfortable.
Exactly. The most insensitive thing you could possibly do. I don't talk about it, but I have struggled with fertility. It's something close to my heart. I will break into tears. We always wanted a second. Yeah. It's not happening. It's fine. But if Jay brought me home a cardboard baby, he would have no balls left. I would.
Or if one of us sent you one, a reborn baby, one of those baby dolls, and be like, here you go.
Oh my God, it would just be the worst. Yes, absolutely. It'd just be, oh God, yeah. Chills.
Oh my God.
Oh, so they must break. That's why they break up, right, Jen?
I think that's the final straw. I think it's one of a million reasons, but yeah, because she's telling the girls right before, we're wasps, we don't yell, and then she's like, if you bring that cardboard baby in here, I'll kill you.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I love it. I actually love Charlotte in that, though, because she actually stands up for herself.
Yeah, I hope so.
But then in the divorce, Jodie, she meets Harry's her lawyer.
Oh, okay.
And that's a very, very sweet storyline. That's that shows so much growth in Charlotte, because she has to overcome how busted he is.
Yeah.
He's bald.
You know who that reminds me
of,
Jen, is Taylor Armstrong from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She married her divorce attorney. Even though Russell ended up passing away. Yeah. That's who she's still married to. And there was a whole thing about that.
You're right. I forgot about that. You're absolutely right. Oh my gosh. Good
well, I'm
point.
glad Charlotte's happy in the end, especially after that. Jeez.
No, it's cute because at the end he breaks up with her because she says, like, she calls him ugly.
Yeah.
And then he breaks up with her, and then they meet again like a few weeks later at like a singles Jewish
mixer.
Yeah, and they see each other, and then she proposes to him, and it's it's a very cute little turn.
You know what?
And Anthony has some nice parts with her planning the wedding that I really like when she's looking at dresses with Anthony. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
What would have been a nice little turn is that when she broke up with Trey, she should have gotten like a life-size thing of Bunny and like put Bunny in her bed or something like that. Be like, here, you can have your mom.
Stand next to the tub. That's perfect.
Yeah, I was gonna say she should get a life-size blow-up of a flaccid dick, but I think she says that to him. She said, "What if I got a big blow-up of like a big flaccid penis? You wouldn't like that, right?"
A big cartoon spermie.
So good. Let's see. Oh yeah, so Carrie was breaking it to Aiden, and
he says he better be fucking upset when he comes. I better see tears.
I love that.
Which
because that's a real
better
line.
Person than I am. Yeah, to even allow this to happen,
I would not. It's not happening.
Mm-hmm.
They can go away, both of them. Yeah, nope, not happening. And to even put him in that spot, to me, just shows how little regard she has for him or his feelings.
Mm-hmm.
No, thank you. And then she asks him, haven't you ever had a girl break your, trail off? It was Carrie that broke his heart before. That's where that was going,
It all
Jodie.
comes back to her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was me.
Exactly. That was me.
I broke your heart.
No. I accidentally slept with my ex-boyfriend 50 times on the side. Yeah. Whoopsies. So, let's see. And then, that's where he says he better be fucking upset. There better be tears.
Yep.
He's got some balls coming up here. So, and then Steve and Miranda go to the prosthetic meeting. And Miranda is holding the ball and drops it.
Yeah.
I thought this scene was hilarious
funny.
because I never would have thought about that it would come in sizes.
Yeah.
And that Steve would be so sensitive about because he's not a big guy.
Like, I was thinking large, Miranda.
It's a large medium, okay, Steve?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Medium. Wow.
And I'm thinking, wouldn't the doctor be the one that would help you with that?
Because the doctor could probably just
compare it to the
other ball.
Exactly.
Right.
I will say, whatever they had, if that's a real prosthetic testicle,
that's what it looked like on Google.
It looked exactly like what it should look like. Oh, what is it?
Yeah, that's exactly what they look like.
Oh, wow. See, Jodie, you're a prosthetic testicle expert.
I know. I should start charging. Yeah, $2,000 or $3,000.
That's right. You can have consultations. People just pull down their pants. You tell them what size they are.
Yeah, exactly. Unless you're like a stripper or something. Like, no one sees that.
Yeah. No, exactly. Yeah, no.
It's wild.
They find out it's a market trial. They have to be tested for safety. So Miranda's like, absolutely not. And I do, as much as Miranda drives me crazy, my least favorite character, I do like her here because she looks out for Steve. Mm-hmm. She's just the one, she, in the last episode, she was encouraging, she's the one that found the right doctor for him. Aww. And or helped him with that, because before he was just seeing somebody, it's like, it's fine, you'll be okay. Wouldn't even tell him what stage it was and stuff. She's like, no, you're not going to this doctor. So she looks out for him.
Why risk it? You just got over cancer in that area, and now you're going to put something that's not tested directly back into it?
Yeah.
Come on.
Exactly. You're exactly right. Yep. No. Doesn't make sense. Let's see. Then we go over to Trey with the cup. His problem is rearing its head again. So Charlotte comes prepared this time. She brings jugs. Jodie, did this make sense? Do you know the story about jugs?
No, I just figured boobs.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
No, it's for Trey especially, because when they were first married, he couldn't get it up. They couldn't have sex. He wouldn't talk about it with her. But one night she found him jerking it to jugs. And so
she's like, so you can get it up. Yeah. It's like me specific.
Oh, exactly. So he just likes that. Yeah. So she, in that episode, did something funny. She took the proofs of their wedding photos, the ones that she didn't want to frame, cut her head out of it, and put them on the Jugs girls.
Okay, you know what? One of my friends
he was jerking off to her.
One of my friends did that with her husband.
Oh, that's amazing.
I mean, like, as a joke, she's like, obviously you didn't have to, like, look at her or whatever, but she was like, yeah. I mean, just to make light
Whatever
of the...
works. Yeah, sure. So, yeah, that was her justification before, is I'm going to be part of his sex life regardless, so here you go.
Right. That was funny. She's like, Jugs, I know you like them.
Exactly. She's
a good actress in this, too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What happened to all these women in the past however many years?
Yeah.
Exactly. It doesn't make any sense. It's, absolutely. Yeah. So they did a funny thing here, which I like, where Trey says, do that thing I like. Give them a little tug. Again, referring back to Samantha.
There's a little kind of running arc throughout the series that Charlotte is actually the most adventurous in bed.
Oh. Absolutely.
Like, that comes up a lot, where they'll talk about, like, rim jobs, and she'd be like, you guys don't do that?
Exactly.
But she just doesn't talk about it, but, like, she seems to be, like, the most adventurous in bed when she, like, loves the person.
You have to remind me what that is later.
A rim job where you, like, lick the guy's asshole?
Yeah.
Nope. Nope. I'm Miranda with Steve. No.
No.
You should try it, Jodie. It's so awesome.
No.
But
not for me.
I wonder why at sperm clinics like this, they don't just have the woman go in with the man in the first place.
Absolutely.
And just like jerk him off.
Exactly.
It's like way easier.
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense.
Maybe they'll let you.
And I'm going to one-up the disgustingness here and tell you that episode of the rim job was... Miranda had been running. She went running with a guy.
She was running a marathon.
They came back right after running, and he does that to her. And I don't care what people do in their own beds, but I was more creeped out that she just went running. I would have to shower everything twice.
Yeah. And also in that episode, and also in the one where Samantha catches Richard giving another girl cunnilingus.
Yeah.
Both times they fucking like have like a close up of like the guy's mouth, and they like put like lip gloss.
Stop. Oh,
it's so bad.
It's not. Which, gross. I mean, do whatever you got to do. Just not. I'm a freak.
I guess, but I mean, I gotta respect them for going into that much detail. It's kind of funny.
Do you remember the episode? I'm sorry, I'm just going on this tangent. Remember the episode where the guy overate Miranda from overeating?
That was the one, the Krispy Kreme. Yeah. I think that's the one I was thinking of, yeah.
Yes!
I don't even want to know what any of that means, because I don't...
Yeah, lip gloss all over. Yeah.
Jodie, you need to lighten up.
Don't ruin Krispy Kreme for me, please.
It's about whether or not you would kiss after that or not, so... Yeah.
Which I would.
Yeah. I mean...
Yeah, whatever. This is all it's all disgusting anyway. Sex is pretty disgusting in the first place, so whatever.
So God, I lost my train of thought. So yeah, he says give them a little tug, do that thing I like. So I like that they call back to Samantha's thing. We do get a voiceover that his sperm was better. That was better than fine. It was fantastic. Yeah, but we know that doesn't go anywhere in the future. So there's that.
Yeah.
So, Richard says to Sam that she's the best for the job, but I'm not going to hire you. What in the world? Like, I know why they had to do this for the show, but in real life, if there's somebody you don't want to hire for whatever reason, that's not how you
send an email.
Yeah. And you just
sorry, we went with a different candidate.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. We went with somebody that will help, autopsy the dead animals.
Right.
So, basically, he's upset that she slept with his architect. And the whole thing's bullshit.
Yeah.
She calls him on it's bullshit. If it was the other way around, he'd be, buying me a scotch or whatever.
I love this part, though, where she's walking the elevator and she's like, go, come on, because she just needs to, cry. And we've all been there, and, I cried. Even just watching this last night, I cried.
No.
Yep. Exactly. Yes, I do love that scene, and I think she plays it amazing.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
It really humanizes her. Yeah, that was a great moment.
Absolutely. So then
she's 45 in this episode, by the way.
She looks great. Jeez.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Insane.
Not even fair. Not even fair. Let's see. Carrie says Big hasn't arrived. It's 2 hours later. She was hoping he wouldn't show. Of course he's going to show. And there he is in the Batmobile. So he can't even come in. He honks. I don't know.
The honking? I'm like,
rude?
What?
Yeah.
If I was Aiden, I'd be like, you stay here. I will go out and greet him.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Well, I feel like you would have played out the scenario over and over before he even got there. So what is the plan? Are you, I mean, like, you can sit out on the porch. That's where you're staying. But the honking is rude. Like, you come here. I'm here now. Rude. Come on.
You come to me.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
I think Aiden should have been like in Teen Mom when Leah meets with Corey and Miranda, Corey's wife, has to like, she's like, I'm going to be at the next table staring at you the whole time. And that actually happened. That's what I would do if I was Aiden. I'd be like, I'm going to be standing right next to you the whole time. Like, I'm not even leaving the room. I will pee I am wearing a diaper right now so that I don't have to take a bathroom break.
Right.
Well, Hal and Carrie does pee herself, and just like that. So there's that. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, the whole thing was weird. I thought, for a split second, I thought, okay, maybe that is best. So he's trying to be respectful, not coming in the house. But I thought, no, he just doesn't want to deal with the consequences of his action. Mm-hmm. He doesn't want to be a man about it. Shake Aiden's hand and apologize.
Yep.
In his eyes, you know.
And he says, "Is he in there?"
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, Big.
Because he lives here. It's his house. Yes, he's here.
Exactly. Just
Rude.
the worst. So, let's see. Oh, sorry, I was reading the wrong part.
Carrie says, like, you're gonna talk. He's like, I don't want to talk about it in front of him. And Carrie's like, well, you need to. And you're gonna.
You're gonna.
Like, you have to.
Yeah. We're going inside.
Big's playing New York State of Mind.
My God. Gross. And like, you're disgusting right now. You're being a huge,
what a turn up. Like, I can't believe I fucked you ever.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. What was I thinking?
Gross.
Yeah. There's a hot
God,
guy
this
in
is
there
you?
Yeah. Oh my God. So they come in and he drinks a whole bottle of wine basically by himself, asks for more wine. Aiden says nope.
That is so rude.
Is there any more wine? Nope.
Yeah.
But also, okay, so there's two bottles gone there. And Carrie and Aiden have definitely been drinking. So Big has had, let's say, an entire bottle of wine. He's acting way too wasted for just especially based on how much. Yeah, I'm like, okay, I could definitely drink a bottle of wine and be fine.
Same. My tolerance is pretty high.
I'd be sick because I don't like red wine, but like I'd be like, he is stumbling.
So here's I'm not a drinker. So if I had a glass, I'd probably be Big.
But Big is a drinker.
Right.
He's always drinking.
Right. He's like drinking scotch and stuff. And this is red wine.
Exactly.
Like, come on. You're not going to be passed out drunk.
Fine.
And it looked like they were having food, too. So
in hours.
True.
They said hours later. Yeah. So this isn't like he sat down. It's 1 hour later. He chugged a bottle.
And pounded a bottle.
Absolutely.
I mean, they did have it that it was like pouring rain outside. So like, I wouldn't send him out to, well, actually, if I was Aiden, I'd be like, bye-bye.
Yeah. Or
have fun driving home. Hope you make it.
Or we're not going to open another bottle because you're going home. You're just not going to drink that much to begin with because you're driving home.
You're exactly right.
And that was just rude. Any more wine? And then he slams the cup. I'd be like, that's my table. And doesn't he make furniture and stuff?
He does.
Yeah, he probably made that table. And then he's like wasted. And Carrie's like, you should you should stay here. And then Big says, well, no, why don't I just call my driver? And she's like, but it's an hour out of the city, Big. I'm like, it's an hour. So call your driver. Yeah. You can lay on the couch for an hour, then bye.
Yep.
Exactly. And I didn't like, Carrie put Aiden on the spot the way she said it. She said, you're going to let him drive? Like, how dare you? You're being
unreasonable.
No. Yeah. It's not, Aiden, it's not his protector, his look, he doesn't, no. I just, the whole thing. So she tells him he can't drive. Yep, I'll call my driver. I thought the same thing. Why not? Okay, great idea.
It's nothing.
Sure
an hour. That's nothing, especially for New York.
Go ahead, start sleeping it off. And when he gets here, bye-bye.
That's what the driver's job is.
Exactly.
And you know what? You're rich enough. You can hire 2 drivers and one of them drive your car back.
It kind of doesn't make sense that he even drove himself up there because he always has a driver. It seems like he would.
The only time we've seen him drive.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It seems like he would just have the driver drive him up there and then wait in the car for 6 hours.
Exactly. That sounds like him. Yes. She says you're going to have to sleep on the couch. Oh, Aiden deserves a medal. I don't know how he puts up with this.
Aiden just throws that blanket and pillow at him.
I love it. Miranda and Steve, so she took him to dinner to cheer him up, and he's depressed. He was counting on that fake ball. Ugh. Every time he looks down there, he feels that he trails off. I'm guessing like unbalanced, inadequate, whatever the word is.
Yeah. Who's gonna fuck a uniball bartender?
Yes.
No one cares. Even better. It's like less to
so here's
stink things up down there.
Here's the fun fact here is this is where they make Brady.
Oh.
Because
this is the one night stand. It was a pity fuck.
Oh, this is the first time they've done it?
No, they've broken up since, but this is like one time here because they're broken up. She just did this as a pity fuck.
Oh, I didn't know.
And they didn't wear a condom because they had told her she has a lazy ovary and he had one testicle, so she thought, doesn't matter. No way. Can't happen. So
okay.
Yeah. So this is where they make Brady. And I think it's actually the next episode, maybe, where she tells... I can't remember. Maybe it's a couple episodes.
Maybe. I thought it was kind of a hot scene, though. I thought it was kind of cute. Yeah. Like, when she unzips his pants. I was like, ooh.
She can show him. Yeah, she still wants it. Yeah, I think it's good. Carrie the next morning... Oh, okay. Yeah, I just wrote Carrie the next morning. So Aiden is bouncing the ball off the side of the house. And I love that.
Yeah, because it's so passive-aggressive. Yeah, it's great.
It is so annoying, but good move.
And the sound design on that is so good.
The ploing, like that that sound inside.
Yeah, over and over. Like Chinese water torture, seriously.
And she knows.
Because it would bother me not being hungover, but if I was hungover, the worst. I love it.
And it's bothering her, but she knows she can't say anything because she really messed up.
Carrie's decision here now is to not sit outside with Aiden, but I'm going to hang out in the house alone with sleeping Big as you do that.
Yeah, totally fine. And to not walk outside when Big and Aiden are outside.
Yeah. No, she's playing solitaire.
Yeah.
She pulls out a pack of cards and starts playing solitaire.
Yeah. Are
you a mental patient?
Yeah. Wouldn't you be ushering Big away? Like, go home.
I would definitely be watching out the window at the very least. Yeah. She's like, they got it.
I'd be hanging out with Aiden and then be like, you're going to go bye. When your car comes, see yourself off.
Exactly. Because, we're normal humans. She is not. So
she was Big, you need to make friends with him. You have to make friends.
No, you don't.
Otherwise, I won't be in your life anymore, Big.
You need to become strangers with him and never see us again.
If we break up, then we can be friends again. But, sorry, I'm in a relationship right now.
Friends.
Ridiculous.
And Big drinks from her coffee cup.
Yes. I thought that, too. Bold. If they're not together anymore and you're... the whole circumstance, it doesn't make any sense.
And she doesn't even flinch. I'd be like, what? No. Excuse you.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Yeah. That's your cup now. Yeah. So Big's trying to figure out what to do. She says, there's a ball. You're middle-aged men. Go figure it out. So he goes outside, and I love this scene so much. Aiden purposely throws the ball in the mud and chucks it at Big.
Oh, that was so satisfying. I felt that. Oh, it felt good.
And then Big's like, oh, a little muddy from the rain last night, I guess.
And it just, they throw the ball 2 times.
Yeah, just the conversation. He's like, hey man, he does it again. He's like, hey man, that was kind of hard. And Aiden's like, that wasn't that hard.
Exactly. And so they they just take off running at each other. It just boils over at that point. They run toward each other.
This must have been really fun for them to act out.
Ugh. I would think so.
I feel like this must have been, and they're in mud, so it's kind of safe. It's fun. And then Carrie's in there, playing solitaire, and she's like, what's that noise outside? What could possibly be going wrong?
Solitaire.
Meanwhile, Pete's going crazy, the Brittany Spaniel.
Yeah.
He's kind of the hero of this episode, though.
I think so, too. So who's winning in that fight, Big or Aiden?
Oh, Aiden.
Well, Big's also hungover, and Aiden has like muscles. Big's just like a I don't think
Big's a big guy, but I don't.
Well, he does do Peloton, as we know.
True.
Yeah, but that's cardio. You're getting a leg workout, but
right. Yeah. That means he can run away. It doesn't mean he can fight. Yeah.
Yeah. No, Aiden's winning.
Yeah, I think so too.
But Pete bites him on the ass. Oh, and Carrie runs out and goes, "You're middle-aged."
Yes. Which was great. And yeah, that dog just bit my ass. I love Pete so much. I thought that was great. So just like that, Kato stopped the fight. And then we go to them automatically being friends. Yeah. This kind of bothers me too. What in the world? So he gets to sleep with your, whatever. Yeah. He gets to sleep with Carrie. He gets to stay over at your house, and then
you're making
you physically fight.
Eggs?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I think men are kind of like this, though. Men can definitely get over stuff more faster than women can.
I agree.
Men are weird like that.
To an extent. I just think they're at some point, though, it's too far. Yeah.
But the impetus of the fight is still there at the table with you. It's not like you solved anything. Exactly. The issue is still there. And also, who got to shower first?
Yes. Yeah, good point. Ugh.
And also, I think that whole thing, so you hear Big at the end go, good eggs. And that calls back to the ball. And that also calls back to Miranda then, if she got pregnant.
That's right. You're absolutely right.
Wow, Jodie.
Unagi. Friends
salmon
reference.
Skin roll. Yeah.
Salmon skin roll.
That's right. Okay, so somehow the storm passed, and we never fully understood why. And then Carrie says, okay, men and women, they don't live in the same zip code, but we are moving closer. Referring back to men are from, Mars, women are from Venus?
Yeah, I would disagree with that, though. I don't think we made any progress at all.
No.
No, I don't think I think she's naive, yeah. And that's how the episode ends. Weird ending. It didn't really close things up. I didn't feel like
It didn't make sense.
How long do Carrie and Aiden stay together after this episode? A while, or is this kind of the beginning of the end?
So he proposes to her, and shit tanks from there, because after he proposes, she says yes. He thinks they're moving toward, a wedding and a life together. She thinks it buys her time, like she's freaking out and doesn't want it, and so that's what finally does them in for good. But
she's horrible.
I don't know how much, Amanda. How much longer? Like, I can't remember when they got engaged.
What season is this? Season 4?
This is season 4. Is it 5 that they get engaged? Or no, 5 she cut her hair, and that's after.
Yeah, 5. Yeah, 5 she cut. So it must be right at the end of this season.
Yeah, it must be. Yeah.
There's a really good episode right after they break up where he leaves, finally, and she just goes in the bathroom for, and she's like, after 5 hours, I peeled myself off the floor, and I so felt that. Just where you just need to just sit and do nothing, and, time just doesn't even, it just stands still. And then she gets up, and there's, a letter that's, Carrie, and she's like, oh, here we go. The letter that Aiden needed me to see. And it was, him, saying, because he owned their apartment. He's like, you have 30 days to,
yes!
fix.
Oh, God. And then you know where I'm going with this. Then one of the worst Carrie moments of the whole series. She goes to Charlotte, who's recently divorced.
Oh, no.
And tries to get, Charlotte's. Yeah,
No, she just asks, kind of guilts everyone into offering her money.
The money for the place.
What?
Yeah, and Miranda and Samantha are like, well, I could probably lend you at least $10,000. And then Charlotte says nothing, and then Carrie goes over to Charlotte's house and is like, you didn't even say anything. You didn't even offer me any money.
What?
Is that not the most selfish thing? So Charlotte ends up pawning her ring or selling her ring, whatever, and giving Carrie the money.
Stop it.
No, I'm serious. It's the worst. Carrie is the worst. This is different than
friendship
oh
ending.
My God, yeah, exactly. This is not your friend saying, oh my God, I'm a little short on cash. Can you buy me groceries this week? Of course, you help your friend out. This is, I bought too many shoes and now I'm homeless.
That's literally what it is.
Sell your clothes or your purses or your shoes then.
Be a grown-up. Yeah, figure your shit out. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Absolutely.
But again, at the time, I was like, I feel, poor Carrie.
Yeah.
What a bastard Aiden is.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Wild.
He dealt with a lot from her, yeah. So, he deserves a medal. But, so that's it for this episode. Any other thoughts? Any other... I don't know.
I like Aiden. I love him.
I like Aiden, too. He's good. She does run into him after they break up one time on the street. He's married another furniture designer, I think
good.
The lady is, and he has a baby named Tate.
Oh.
Yeah, but then in Sex and the City 2 movie, they meet in...
Oh! I hate that movie. I blanked it out. You're right.
It's the worst movie ever made.
Oh my God.
It's egregious.
I did a whole recap on it. I forgot that. Yes, she runs into him in Abu Dhabi, as you do.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And they kiss.
And they kiss. And he's
and then she calls Big and tells him. Which I'm like, just don't tell him, honestly.
Big and Carrie are married at this point. She calls Big and Carrie.
But she's mad at Big because Jodie, Michael, he buys her a television to put in their bedroom. And she thinks that's the end of romance.
The nerve. Yeah, absolutely.
I hate her so much.
So much. If you
sucks.
really want to hate her, watch that second movie. That is one of the worst movies of all time.
Yeah, I was so disappointed. I think 3 minutes in, I was like, oh no.
It's the worst. I recapped it. I broke it all down. It's so many crazy, cringy things happen. It's awful. Yep. Shoes for $2. Oh. She finds a little stand that makes these shoes, and it's just the exchange rate or whatever.
Blows her mind.
How do you think
really
these?
cheap, yeah.
How do you think these poor Muslim women eat?
Yeah,
with their faces covered.
Exactly. She's once she marries Big and she's just in that life, it's like she forgot what it's like to beg her friend for money to have an apartment. Yeah. It's crazy.
By the way, how excited are we for And Just Like That to come back?
I can't wait. I'm so here for it. It's going to be terrible. Did you see where Michael Patrick Dickhead spoke up and said, I know the fans hate Che, so we're going to have a lot more Che.
Whoa. God, just don't. Okay, we know that that's true, but don't come out and admit that.
And I heard that comedian that did the podcast with her, that actually has a podcast in real life.
Oh, Bobby Lee.
Yeah, he's supposed to have a bigger role in it, I heard.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
I knew Amanda was going to love that one.
Yeah. But, exactly. That's why I call that guy a dickhead. He's like, I know you guys hate it, so we're going to shove more of it down your throat.
Yeah, but I feel that sucks for Sarah Ramirez.
Yeah. Yeah,
that puts them in a really bad position. Because it's like, well, everyone hates me. So, like, what do you want me to play up how awful the character is?
Exactly.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel
the
bad
whole
for them.
thing sucks. Yep. So that means more Miranda and Che.
I mean, I'm kind of glad, though, because that's the most fun part of watching it, is to hate watch that.
Yeah, true. True. Yeah, true. So it sounds like it's going to be an utter shit fest, and I'm here for it. Last I heard, they are filming in October, and it's trying to air next summer.
Oof. That's a long time.
So,
it's a long time to wait.
I know. Last year it was around Christmas, and I so enjoyed that because it was so much fun. Yeah.
Well.
So we'll see what happens. But, yeah, we'll be talking about that. You better believe it. Guys, thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. Tell us again about your amazing podcast, where we can find you.
Well, we are on any of your free podcast app. We're on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel too. We love to hate everything. And from there, you can just find our links. We're on Patreon, Total Request Podcast, or We Love to Hate TV. But otherwise, just find us there and, just Google it. Love to Hate Pod. That's another one.
Yeah.
Thank
I'm on
you.
a couple of episodes, so check those out.
Yeah.
So much fun. I always enjoy talking to you guys. And thanks, guys, so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.